Oh my God, my friends. The great Bjørn-Rune Nilsen. He asked me to put the Queen album, A Night at the Odeon, Hammersmith 75 versus Iron Maiden's Beast over Hammersmith. So it's two live albums recorded in the same venue. Now, yes, I own this. Thank God they released this. This is my favorite Iron Maiden live album. I mean, not included. My favorite is the EP, made in Japan. But this, in my opinion, blows away Live After Death badly. You know, the album that everybody thinks, not everybody, but a lot of people think is the greatest live album ever. And that's cool if you think that. Don't get it twisted. It's because of Deck, man. But I remember arguing with, some guy decided to argue with me because I said I didn't like Live After Death, and he started this argument with me, and I said, dude, I mean, whatever, man. You like it, you like it. I think Bruce sounds terrible on the album. And his rebuttal was the best. He said, dude, Iron Maiden's been on tour for like a year when they did that show. Of course his voice is not going to be strong. And I'm like, so you agree with me? You actually agree with me that Bruce doesn't sound good on Live After Death? You know, and you're arguing with me about it. It's crazy. Well, Bruce sounds friggin' amazing on this. Fucking amazing. I love this album. That live album, you know. I had it before on CD, but I'm so glad they released it on vinyl. And it sounds amazing. You know, what it is, it's the Number of the Beast. But it comes with 2 extra vinyl, which is the Beast over Hammersmith, and it folds out 3 ways. Look at that, huh? Amazing. Amazing. And then you get the great Number of the Beast album as well on top of that. Now, the Queen album I've never heard before. Now, I own this, even though this is at the Rainbow. I believe it's the same tour. No, this is 74. Never mind. I actually pulled that out because I want to listen to it. But this one's 75, and there is footage of it. And, you know, after I listened to this album, the Queen live album, I was like, man, you know what? I want this. And I went to go buy it, and it was like $30-something for it because I guess it's out of print or something. And another one was like $200-something. I think that one was a DVD or something. But I was like, oh, okay, no thanks. But it's fucking awesome. Listening to today, you know, I was listening to today, and until now I realized this is a year earlier. But I figured it was just from the same tour, since it kind of has like the same intro, right? The same song opens. Yeah, Now I'm Here, right? Now I'm Here is what opens it. You know, it's got a lot of songs that are on here, so that's why I thought that. Alright, so let's get this started, shall we? We start with the best version I ever heard in my life of Now I'm Here. Best version. You know, I want to see now if the DVD can put up with that version. Man, that version smokes. Going against Smoother and Morgue, well, the band sounds good. I don't like Bruce singing Paul Di'Anno songs. I just don't. I've never, ever liked him singing Di'Anno songs. Now, will he win anything singing a Di'Anno song on this live album thing? Well, let's find out. I say yeah. There'll be maybe more than one. That's what I predict. So I'm giving that to Queen. All right, next. Orgay Battle versus Rothschild. Again, don't like the way he sings the Bruce songs. And Orgay Battle owns. Proto-thrash, amazing, wins. Next. White Queen As It Begins versus Run to the Hills. Nothing against White Queen. I actually love that. But you see, this is a Bruce song right here. Run to the Hills. And boy, does he deliver it. It's awesome. And I believe, you see, the album wasn't out yet when they played this show. But the single was. Run to the Hills was. So, you know, the audience knew that song. But, Yeah, and it kicks ass. Probably the first time they played it, or one of the first times. All right, next. Bohemian Rhapsody versus Children of the Grave. All right, I mean, of the Damned. All right. Bohemian Rhapsody, as we all know, is a classic. But man, am I burnt out on that song. I really am. I don't think I'm burnt out on any song more than Bohemian Rhapsody. I still love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it, but seriously, if I'm listening to Night at the Opera, I skip that song, you know? But it's still a classic, and it's well performed here. And I'm not saying this because Bohemian Rhapsody is so popular, but I really do think Children of the Damned is a better song overall. Overall, I think it's a better song. And boy, one of the greatest vocal performances from Bruce can be heard on this live version. I'm giving that to Maiden. All right, next. Killer Queen versus Number of the Beast. I'm going Number of the Beast, but you know, I love Killer Queen. Actually, I remember when I was a little kid, I bought Killer Queen, the single. And I remember, man, I'm a little kid, I bought, and the cover of the 45 was the Queen 2 album. And as you all know, Killer Queen's on Sheer Heart Attack. But I remember that's my first vision, you know, Killer Queen with that. I love Killer Queen. Love it, but I gotta go with Number of the Beast. I think it's a better song. And they nail it. All right, next. Hey, let's pick a random album first. Because I didn't write on here, pick an album. In my mind, you know, just, hey, man, where's the pick part? So let's go. Let's do two. Huh? A first, right? Okay, we're going to pick two random albums. All right, I want to pull them both out at the same time. All right. I got two albums here. But this is the first Rainbow I ever heard. Before I even knew Dio was in the band, back when this was new. I love this album. I Surrender, Spotlight Kid. Maybe Next Time. Probably my favorite. That little instrumental, Can't Happen Here, is amazing. Great stuff. Freedom Fighter, Midtown Vision, Magic. This, I only like 3 songs off it. This one, I know it's very liked, and a lot of people say it's like the heavy metal Cheap Trick album. I don't hear it. I love the singles. She's Tight, and If You Want My Love. And, Looking Out for Number One. 3 songs. Now this one, Behind It, is my least favorite Cheap Trick album. I only like 1 song off this, and it's Tonight It's You. Yeah, a lot of people like Standing on the Edge. This to me, I like The Doctor more. I like Special One more. And those are albums I love The Doctor, but Special One, I'm not too crazy about the new one either, to tell you the truth, all washed up. But this is hands down the worst. All right, there you go. 3 album pick. All right. Yeah, we got, probably my favorite song off Queen 2, and what a great live performance. The March of the Black Queen. Ooh, they nail it. And here's Bruce doing another Diano song. Do I have to say which one wins? It's very obvious for me. All right, next. Bring Back That Leroy Brown versus Killers. I'm going with Killers. There you go. I'm giving it to a Diano song that Bruce is singing. Just because, Bring Back Leroy Brown, it's just like a minute and change. And kind of, what is that, vaudeville or something? It's not my, not into that. So yeah, definitely Killers. And Bruce didn't sing it nowhere near as good as Diano, but it's passable. That's one of the only songs on here that is passable when he does Piano. All right, next, Brighton Rock versus 22 Acacia Avenue. Both great, but I got to go with 22. What an awesome, I'm telling you, man, this is an awesome performance all around. Them playing those Number of the Beast songs are fucking awesome. In some cases, a little better. 22 Acacia Avenue, okay, maybe not a little better, but pretty much tied with the studio version. All right, next, guitar solo versus Total Eclipse. Total Eclipse, a song that I feel should have been on the album instead of Ganglands or Invader. I love that song. And, you know, guitar solo is great and all, but it's not a song. So, judging by songs, Total Eclipse, totally. All right, next. Sons and Daughters versus Transylvania. All right, here. Check it out. This is a song of the Diano era, but Diano doesn't sing on it because it's an instrumental. And it's awesome, and they play it just as good as they did in the Diano days, right? But I'm going with Sons and Daughters, and I'll tell you why. Not only is it an awesome live performance on this, but it is definitely my favorite song off the first Queen album, giving it to Sons and Daughters. All right, there's a long, we got like several more songs to go. All right, and how long are we in the video? Like 11 minutes, right? Okay, Keep Yourself Alive versus The Prisoner. I got to go with The Prisoner. I love Keep Yourself Alive, but The Prisoner, got to give it to Maiden. All right, next. Liar versus Hallowed Be Thy Name. This hurts, because Liar is awesome. Hallowed Be Thy Name, all right, I'll say it right now, man. Hallowed Be Thy Name is my favorite Iron Maiden song of Bruce Dickinson. On live, and I just noticed this today, listening to it, I prefer the live version, even over the studio version. So yeah, I'm giving that to Maiden. All right, next. In the Lapse of God versus Phantom of the Opera. Now, Phantom of the Opera is a way better song. But In Lapse of God is a gorgeous, awesome song. And there's nobody in Queen ruining Freddie's vocals doing it. It's Freddie doing it. Where, sorry man, I don't like Bruce singing those Diano songs. And this one is a pure example why I prefer Diano. The punky, you know, the attacky nature of it. Yeah. It's like Diano was punching you in the face with his fist, where Bruce was poking you with a sword, because you know he's into that shit. All right. Prisoner, Hallowed Be, no, In the Lapse of God, no, I give it to In the Lapse of God. All right, next. Big Spender versus Iron Maiden. All right. Of course, I don't like Iron Maiden sung by Bruce Dickinson, so it loses. And also, I gotta say, this Big Spender, it's a short song, but it's pretty killer. Absolutely, really, really like it. And I remember it being on that DVD, Blu-ray, right there. All right, we're still going. Jailhouse Rock versus Sanctuary. I'm giving this to Sanctuary, yes. Bruce singing a Diano song, and it's not that bad. He doesn't do it that bad, so I'm giving it to Sanctuary. All right, next. Seven Seas Arrive versus Drifter. Ooh, yeah, him doing Drifter was not good. I love Seven Seas Arrive, so definitely that one for Queen. But we're still not done. All right, next. See What a Fool I've Been versus Running Free. Another one that is passable with Bruce singing Diano. It's not bad. It's passable. Not as good as Diano, but it's passable. And it wins. I'm giving it to Maiden on that. See, there are Bruce songs there are Diano songs Bruce does that I'm not really a fan of that actually win because they're somewhat okay. And they're going against not that great songs in my opinion. Because if these songs were better, like if See What a Fool I've Been was better, I'd probably give it to that. All right, finally, the last one. God Save the Queen versus Prowler. Does God Save the Queen really count? I mean, it's them just playing the recording. And it's whatever track, you know, it's what ends Night at the Opera, it's whatever. It's okay. Prowler, though I will say Bruce does not sing it at all good, but at least he sings it better than the terrible studio recording of '88, I think. So I'm giving it to Prowler. So Bjorn, this here's the final score. And look at that, Maiden won, man. But hey, man, that's a great Queen album. Anybody out there want to buy me it? Because it's expensive, man, and I want it. Anyway, thank you so much, Bjorn. I hope you enjoyed this track-by-track album battle. And everybody out there, I hope you enjoyed watching it. And if you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. So, hey, everybody, stay frosty. Listen. Oh, I'm not ready with a song. But, okay. All right. Stay frosty. Listen to Sha La La by Thin Lizzy. And schmack 'em a gob.